Lord, are you not from everlasting? My God, my Holy One, you will never die. You, Lord, have appointed them to execute judgment. You, my rock, have ordained them to punish. Habakkuk 1:12. God has answered the first complaint that Habakkuk brought to him, namely, how could you allow us to be destroyed? Now, Habakkuk begins a second complaint by acknowledging what God told him would happen, namely, that Babylon would overpower Judah. Now, Babylon represented the absence of God, what would happen without him, who is holy. And God's holiness is what Habakkuk focuses on here, at least in this verse. Nearly all the verses that my Concordia references for this one, they all talk about God being the, quote, Holy One of Israel, or something to that effect. God's holiness is more than we sinners can bear. Before the fall, Adam and Eve were indeed able to be with, to talk with, to commune with God face to face, directly. They could look on him and worship and not be destroyed. They could see his splendor. Then came sin, and all that changed. After that, people haven't been able to. Exodus talks repeatedly about God's holiness being something Moses simply couldn't abide. Elijah had to shield himself when God passed by in the small whisper. As Psalm 1 says, the ungodly can't stand in God's judgment. In this life, sinful as we are, we can't bear to be in the presence of God and endure. His holiness is not just a spiritual, but also a physical manifestation. It's a real thing, a powerful force unlike anything else in the universe. If we were arrogant enough to think that we could withstand it, we'd be vaporized. How ironic is it then that God chooses to use the lives of utterly sinful pagan Babylonians to execute his holy judgment against Israel? Habakkuk knows this is a punishment for Judah. He says as much in this verse. Yet he also questions God as if he's saying, Lord, you're holy, so why are you allowing these unholy vermin to destroy your people? God is eternal, from everlasting. Where Habakkuk seems to be trying to flatter God, he's actually making a point. God is forever. So why would he who is forever and holy use the worst of all the worst to punish people who believe in him? Answer, because people are forever. Because God chose one people to display himself through so that all mankind might know him, might be blessed through them. God created us to have a forever relationship with him, and yet he knows that we also chose sin. He didn't want people to be forever in sin, so he sent temporary Babylon to teach them a lesson for their own good. One day, generations later, he would send his son, the opposite of Babylon, to make us holy forever again.